I joined a Cornhole League. So our local club here, the Hill City Baggers, that I've been playing some bring your own partner events with and went to a charity event with, decided to start a fall Cornhole League. It's a doubles league where you bring your own partner. You sign up with your own partner, and it'll run 5 weeks with a championship at the end. The coolest thing about this league is you get 6 games guaranteed every week, every Wednesday night. And man, if I can say anything about the league, because we're 3 weeks into it, so I waited to make this video until we were a little bit into it. But those guaranteed 6 games a night have really, really helped my game, because it's a lot of practice and it's a lot of being in a competitive environment rather than going to a regular blind draw or bring your own partner event where you can get knocked out in a couple of games. This is 6 games guaranteed every night for 5 weeks. And the way they did it, there's 26 teams in the league. You played one night, 6 games, and then they flighted you basically top 13 teams and bottom 13 teams based on record and score and some other things. So you got an upper bracket and a lower bracket, and then you can, each week, the lowest 2 teams in the upper bracket and the highest 2 teams in the lower bracket swap places each week, and until the final week of the league, where there'll be a championship for each bracket. So my partner and I, we started off not so great. The first week we played 6 games, we went 2-4, got put in the lower bracket, which is okay with us because we're trying to kind of work our way up. But since then we've been getting better and better and better. We're 3 weeks in, so we've played 18 games and we're sitting on 10-8. This last week we went 4-2. We went 4-2 the last week as well, so we're on an 8-4 run the last 2 league nights, and we're getting better and better each week. And I want to highlight the best match that we've had during this. But first, I'm just going to show you some highlights. We played 18 games. We're not going to go through 18 games of video, but I'm going to show some highlights from the league, just some shots from the league and what's going on in there. Then I'll talk about our best match and what we've learned so far. All right, so like I said, the 6 games a night have been huge practice for me and for everybody involved. And I'm going to go over our best match and kind of highlight why it was our best match. And I'll throw some screenshots on the deal here. So we won 22-0, which is obviously good. But at the bottom of, I'm going to put my matchups, percentages and scores on the screen from the Cornhole app. 0% off the board. And my partner Mason also had a 0% off the board for that game. We both shot a dead-on 8 PPR and won the game 22-0. We look back at some of our other matches, and the ones where we're losing, we're both throwing 15 to 20% off the board, and that 1 or 2 points here and there makes a huge difference. In the last few games that we won, we have we did not have 0% all the time, but we had a very, very low off the board percentage. And I think it was the guys at Cornhole Network did a video, and in that video they say wood is good in the keys to winning cornhole tournaments. And they're right. If you can be on the board, even if you're not all in the hole, if you're on the board, is huge and wins you a lot of matches, especially in the mid, I guess you call it the mid-level of competition. I know as you get up in the higher ranges of the advanced level and things like that, competitive and advanced, you have be in more often than not. But just being on the board is huge for us. So I learned, you got to relax, settle down, and make sure that you have good misses. So even if you miss, you get that thing, around the hole and on the board, so you have a better chance to score and keep up, because it really mitigates your bad rounds. Rather than throwing off the board twice, 2 in, 2 off. If you just have 2 in and 2 on, that's 8 points a round, and that's great. You can hang for a while with anybody doing that. So I've learned a lot. I've had a lot of fun with the league. Can't say enough about this local club, the Hill City Baggers. Have you guys ever played in a local league? Do you have a local or regional league? Do you have fun with it? Let me know in the comments. But as always, appreciate y'all watching, and I'll have another video out for you next week.